So as you can see, I've been accepted to this trip. Hey everyone, so as you can see, I've been accepted to this trip called the World Race. I just wanted to make this video to tell you a little bit about what it is and why I feel called to go. So the World Race is an 11-month mission trip to 11 different countries. I'll be traveling around with a squad of about 50 people and we'll be spending 1 month in each country. I went on my first ever international mission trip in the summer of 2013 after I graduated high school and before I went off to Auburn. Those 10 days in Guatemala were one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life. I really got to see how Jesus was working in other countries, and he showed me my passion for international mission trips. It was during that trip that I heard about this thing called the World Race, and I thought that that was awesome. So the next summer, the summer of 2014, I went back to Guatemala for the entire summer for 2 months. I went with this sending organization called Adventures in Missions. They're the ones who do the World Race, and they also have college trips, which is what I went on. I just absolutely fell in love with the way they disciple the people who go on their trips and the way that they lead them into meeting the needs of the community that they're ministering to, and just how they show both the people on their trips and the people that they're ministering to how to pursue Jesus even more. And so they just really impacted my life and my entire spiritual life, how I interact with Jesus and just how I go about my day by day, sharing him and loving him more. And so since then, I've really had a heart for international missions and just loving how people accept the call to go and share the gospel in other countries. You know, Jesus tells us in the Great Commission that we should go therefore and make disciples of all nations. And there's a lot of nations out there bigger than just our hometown or our little state. There's a lot of places out there who don't have easy access to the gospel, and they need workers to come and tell them about Jesus. And so that leads me to now how I have applied for the World Race and been accepted. So the thing about the World Race is that it travels around, it doesn't stay in one place. I've always been really interested in Paul in the Bible because he doesn't stay in one place. He continually moves around and he plants seeds for other people to come back through and grow, and just moves around telling everyone about Jesus. And so that's the cool thing about the World Race, is that you don't just stay in one place. You have a month in each place, which is long enough to develop relationships and meet needs in those countries, but you're also just planting seeds and expecting the ministries that you're partnering with to follow up with that and keep pouring into those people. Another thing that Paul says in 2 Corinthians 9 is that he will become all things for all people in the hopes that he may save some, and that he does that all for the sake of the gospel. And that's another thing the World Race offers. In each country, I'll be partnered with a specific ministry in that country so that we can meet those community needs. So ministry every month will look different. I could be working in orphanages, I could be doing manual labor, I could be teaching English in schools, I could just be going into town, door to door on the markets and sharing the gospel. It's going to look different every single month. And that's another cool thing, is that I won't just be doing one thing. I'll be becoming whatever that country and that community needs me to become for the sake of sharing the gospel and building the kingdom even further. So I'm so excited about this opportunity. So I'll graduate from Auburn in May, and in August I'll leave for the World Race. And I'm going on Route 2, and those 11 countries are India, Nepal, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Peru, Bolivia, Colombia, and Ecuador. It's going to be this huge adventure that I'm so excited that God has called me to. But it's going to be a long journey, both getting to the point of leaving in August and doing those 11 months. If you're watching this, the first and most important thing I want you to do is just to pray for me and for my squad. This is going to be a life-changing thing, choosing to leave our families and give up careers, or delay careers in my case, and to pursue Jesus in all of these countries, to live out of a backpack and out of a tent. It seems crazy and it seems radical, but it's such a pure way of pursuing Jesus and building his kingdom, and we're really excited about it. That brings me to my second thing. I'm going to have a lot of finances to raise for this trip. So I pray that as you're praying for me and praying for my team, that you ask God about how he may be using you and your resources to help me get to the field. There'll be a lot more of that coming out later on, just different fundraisers and things like that, but I just want to go ahead and let you know to maybe be praying about that and seeing what the Lord may want you to do, how he can use you either financially or just praying for me, supporting you emotionally during this journey, just anything that you may be called to do with your gifts and your purposes. Once again, I'm so excited for this journey, and I'm excited that you have chosen to partner with me and support me during this time.